Hello everybody, it's been a little bit of a minute, but I am back with another sewing video for you guys today. I am making Christmas presents for my family, some of my boyfriend's family members, so I figured I would document that process. I'm making 2 aprons, one for my sister's boyfriend and one for my younger brother. I'm gonna do a pair of pants for my sister. I'm doing a denim skirt for my boyfriend's younger sister. And then for my boyfriend, I'm going to be sewing him a jacket or something of some sort. I have not yet decided. I did go ahead and purchase fabric, so I've already got fabric cut for the 2 aprons. Both are going to be leather. They will more than likely be identical aprons. I may go back later and add some like more personalization type touches if time permits, but we are under a little bit of a time crunch because I have 5 projects and I need to finish it by Friday. Today's Tuesday, so we've got some ways to go. The reason why it took me so long to start these projects is because I was also making gifts for my mom, my dad, my boyfriend's older sister, and who else did I crochet a project for? I think that's it. I'm definitely missing one. Obviously, I did not record making all the crochet projects because they just take too long. So for my boyfriend's older sister, I made her 6 peach coasters. I patterned these on my own because I could not find a pattern online that was free. I found a free pattern for how to make some basic golf head covers, and then I just kind of free-handed 2 golf head covers. So I did an alligator and a yellow jacket for my dad because we're both tech grads. Peep the degree in the back. For my boyfriend's mom, I made her 3 pot holders. They're modeled after pies. I found a free pattern for those online. So there's a blueberry, an apple, and a cherry or strawberry or whatever pie is red pie. And then for my mom, I replicated an old scarf for her that she had back in the day that she no longer has, but it turned out great. It's very, very pretty. It took me like either 2 or 3 weeks to get through all those crochet projects just because they're so detailed and tedious, and crocheting takes a lot longer than sewing in my opinion. So now I'm on to the sewing projects, but I think I should be able to get through these pretty quick. For today at least, I want to try to get through both aprons and the denim skirt. We shall see how that goes. Also am on a little bit of a deadline with finishing at least one of the aprons today because since it's for my sister's boyfriend, she's gonna go visit him. That has to be done so she can take it with her to him because they're doing like an early Christmas thing. I've seen this machine many a times. This heavy duty machine has so freaking many issues. This is now the 3rd time that I've had to go back in and fix the timing. Timing is fixed, so that's why I'm able to start sewing today. Thank goodness. It's a nice silky orange thread, which I really like how it contrasts with the dark brown leather.
Dog just jumped on my bed.
This is what it'll look like all the way around. The thread is honestly so nice. Like, this looks luxurious. I really hope that they like these aprons. I was really hoping to get through 3 of these projects today. I literally just finished the first apron and it's almost 9:30 p.m. This sewing machine continuously has just been a pain in my butt. It's not doing more than just 2 folded layers of fabric. If I try to sew 4, then it's like coughing, dying, throwing up, breaking thread, like all sorts of things. I've tried everything. I think I'm gonna go back to my old sewing foot right now. I was using a walking foot, which I thought would be good for multiple layers, but I don't think it's working out. So I think I'm gonna switch back over to my regular one. And if it's still acting like crap, then I'm gonna switch over to my Prelude. This is the apron. It has a pocket on the front and I added hardware on the neck loop. So it just makes it easier to put it on and take it off. The reason why I did that was because I was worried that there wouldn't be enough space to put it over your head. And I honestly don't know how big people's heads are. Not to say anybody has a big head, but this just makes it a lot easier, I think. And then the ties can just be tied behind you. They're just normal ties. And I just folded it over and sewed it down in the back so it would be a little bit neater. I didn't want to leave any raw edges. This is what it looks like on, again, front pocket, neck, loop, which I can disconnect, reconnect, and then it ties in the back. Now I need to go sew the second one and hopefully that goes faster. The timing on my sewing machine was knocked out again. So we're switching over to my Singer Prelude, and hopefully this machine will work smoothly and I'll be able to get this project done. Fingers crossed. I finished sewing the mock-up skirt. I don't like how it looks, so I'm not gonna show it to you guys. I'm just not a huge fan of that method of making the skirt. So I have a pattern, which is my backup, and I'm gonna use the pattern to make the skirt since I don't really have time to sit around and draft things. Luckily, I have something that I can use so I can still get this present done. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this pattern, cut it, sew, and then be done for the day. Almost 2:30 a.m. and I'm about to go to bed because I have to take my dog in the morning to get spayed. So I really already should be asleep and I'm gonna be very, very tired tomorrow. I have finished the denim skirt. I don't have Mariana's measurements. I was gonna say dimensions. I didn't really feel comfortable like just drafting a pattern based off of what I thought. So I used a pattern that I already had and I selected a size off of there based off of the chart that was on the back, and yet it still ended up being a little bit bigger than I anticipated. I chose the size that had the waist measurement as being 25 inches, but the waist on this is about 31, which for her would probably sit a little bit low-waisted, but I think that's okay. She, I think, is a fan of low-waisted stuff. This is what the skirt looks like. I know it's like kind of difficult to see like the whole thing. We have a chair. This is what the whole skirt looks like. On me, it is a little bit high-waisted. It's above my belly button for sure. So like it works out, but it's just a cute little denim skirt. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. There's a zipper on the right hip. I think typically zippers go on the left hip, but I put this one on the right hip. That's the skirt. She's all done and I'm going to sleep. We're back. I'm starting on my sister's Christmas present, which is going to be a pair of pants. These are a pair of pants that she's been eyeing for years now, so I thought I would make her them for Christmas. I am using a pattern. It is this Butterick R12056, and I'm going to be making the A-side pants. They're close to what she wants, so I'm gonna start with those and then I'll modify them as needed. I just went and tried on these mock-up shorts. These are the mock-ups. It's the same pattern, just I didn't do the entire pant because I don't have enough fabric. I'm happy with the fit in the hips. What I'm not happy with is the fit of the crotch. The other thing that I noticed is that the overlap for the zipper is still not meeting. So I'm thinking that the waist may need to be increased in size. Okay, so I decided to follow the instructions for the revision to make the crotch fit better. And I can say like the back crotch by about 1/4 of an inch was definitely helpful. I think what I'm going to do is probably drop it honestly by about 1 inch. So it would really be about 2 inches of seam allowance instead of the 1. I've decided I'm gonna go up a size, so we'll go up to the 14 for the waist. We'll stick with the 16 at the hips, and I'm going to lower both my front and back crotch seams a little bit lower if I can, so that way it's not so tight. Originally, I was planning on making my boyfriend a jacket for Christmas, but he recently bought a jacket while we were in New York, and beyond that, he has a ton of jackets, so I don't want to keep getting him jackets. So I'm just gonna make him an apron instead. He's been wanting an apron for a really long time, and every time we see aprons, he always talks about how he wants one, so I think I'm gonna make him an apron, and I've already made 2, so I already have a pattern that I can work off of that I drafted the other day. I just finished sewing Angel's apron, which actually I guess I could show. This is what the apron looks like. It has this hardware on the side, same as the other 2. No differences there, and then still the same front pocket. Same exact construction, same exact style. I might go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and see if they have anything that I can stamp it to make it more personal. Now that I have finished embossing the aprons, which they turned out so good, I'm putting them in gift boxes and then I'm gonna wrap them and put them underneath the tree. I'm currently washing the skirt and pants, which I made for my boyfriend's little sister and for my sister. Once those are dry, I'll iron them and then I'll show you guys what they look like. But in the meantime, I have started wrapping the crochet presents. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, I'll show you guys the pants and the skirt when they're done. This is Editing Courtney coming to you several days after Christmas. I wanted to end this video because I realized that I did not end this video. All the gifts have been made. You guys have seen the whole process and everything. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey to hand making everybody's Christmas presents. Honestly, I'm so surprised in my own capabilities, and my ability to stick to a timeline with this as well was pretty freaking insane. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you're interested in seeing more things like this, then please subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.